Alright, so breaking news are kind of here purchase Ato Forson. He happens to be the former CEO of Capital Bank. Now, this bank has been under intense scrutiny and investigation for the past 5 years. Recall in 2017, Ebra Bank of Ghana, Egugu Banks, no, Capital Bank was one of the banks in question, which was in focus at your consolidating, no, and as you other banks like Unibank, like Bedge Bank, and other banks like JN Consolidated Bank Ghana, that's CBJ. One of the banks was Capital Bank, which was owned or which was chaired by a ICGC software, Mensah Otabil, Pastor Mensah Otabil. Each year, you go bank na Bank of Ghana, the banks ni na eguni na bebo mo Consolidated Bank no. Then the question came as to how Bank of Ghana could have sat down for this particular thing to happen, because it happens amount for sika ewo banka omuko musika omuko so mkuyo musika omunye sika ni biem eba so what is going to happen is that it is going to destroy the whole economy, it's going to cause inflation, and it's going to cause a panic withdrawal. At the end of the day, it can sink Ghana's economy. So based on this, the Bank of Ghana started an investigation, and based on the investigation almost started, they started finding the multiple CEOs of these various banks a collapse, they started taking them on and investigating them. One of them was Unibank, Dr. Kofi Amwabin, and Bedge Capital CEO, and also Capital Bank or more founder, any CEO as at that time, Ato Forson. Or no, so now they were the Bank of Ghana was investigating into it. But this particular guy, Ato Forson, according to the Bank of Ghana investigation, said this man, the mismanagement, any chrono, and now cause the bank to collapse. And if people have invested their sums of money and saved with Capital Bank, and at the end of the day, they are not getting their money back, it's because of your mismanagement, and even in some cases theft. Into back and forth, be suing interview in same P. After they also had done for preaching in same P. And now the latest thing which came in 2017 was that this particular man, way back in 2020, that was 2 years ago, he didn't go to now court. So now court said this man is guilty because he has caused the state to lose money and people to lose their money, because Bank Nubuke Musano, the Bank of Ghana, had to step in, okay, and give them liquidity. It's a ban sano obia usika wa Capital Bank bia na ukwa unyan, the Bank of Ghana will give you that money. But in essence, no, the Bank of Ghana had to also go and take their money from William Ato Forson. The Capital Bank are now defunct, and are defunct now, no. Omuya investigation of Musa Brantin, the mismanagement, and now cause that particular whole crisis. And at the end of the day, court actually said onto a 90 million Ghana cedis as financial for causing financial loss to the state. And that 90 million Ghana cedis, he was given a period of just 2 years to pay that money, because the Ghana court system, no, anytime we be causing financial loss to the state, no, which is a custodial, I was say a man custodial sentence, no, usually the person can evade that particular custodial sentence, and a sentence because say 20, 30, 40 years in jail. The person can evade it if and only the person can bring the money or cause say the state to lose, and now of course financial state the financial loss to the state, no, ultimately produce that money or you free. In William Ato Forson case, no, the money states, no, and our courts in the bond is our cause financial loss to the state, no, 90 million Ghana cedis. So they told him to pay. He can, if he pays that 90 million Ghana cedis, he can evade the courts. So this was what happened. And he was able to pay 30 million and 60 million out of the 90 million now because you are 30 and scanning 90 no you are 30 Tebeka 60 no court spread man say over 1 year no on 60 million now can into court on the courts and the judges for any lawyers for they agreed on a term, say they are going to spread the 20 million, the 60 million Ghana cedis are aka also utiano. You best spread now, man, within this year, best spreading it 3 folds, into which means within the first 4 months of this year, no be 40 million, 20 million bako. Within the second quarter of this particular, you'll be 20 million. Within the last quarter, you'll be 20 million. Tallying up to 60 million Ghana cedis. Until they can 30 na wetu ade dan one na aye 90 million na say ono awanko jail state no so etimi e de retrieve esika na Bank of Ghana omo sika omo de share Capital Bank mu ana omo consolidate omo sika ekoka mu nyina e de omo sika mu ana Bank of Ghana enya omo sika back. But ene ye court no court air party say William Ato Forson William Ato Asian ontimi ntua sa ni sika no otua 30 million all right, but sa 20 million also tua in first half no he has been able to pay only 7 million out of that 20 million. We are no crazy wa this second quarter no I was say utua additional 20 million ontimi po ntua inti wo hwa sika eda ho anka wo so utua kra no out of the 90 million utua just 37, which leaves us to the sum of around a year 53 million Ghana cedis. 53 million Ghana cedis enaka. So based on that, the court is saying that if he's refusing to pay, if he's not getting the money to pay, then they'll be jailing him. And no enam so ama ene ye jaili a year William Ato Asian 15 years in jail because he can't pay the money and unequivocally for causing financial loss to the state, and even according in the court own words, stealing. So this is basically what is really going on now. Ama Branty ye jailing and now court air say if he can't pay the money and he can't pay, he needs to go to jail for the next 15 years. We sema aba sampa. Now when this news came, there's been a whole lot of reaction on social media. Man focus, okay, is the law in Ghana really working? Because if the law in Ghana is really working now, then for once people can say, okay, the men's good so no there. I was on so tia one more or modi or musika be share in men's good now or me lose says Kenya was a men's good to me tia with interest. One more woman to me retrieve your muskin and the Bank of Ghana and also the Security Exchange Commission or SEC. They need to get inside and know those are investing in the Bank of Ghana up to now in the men's good company limited and also brew marketing consult up to now no muntimi enya or musika. So people are hoping say what is good for the goose is definitely good for the ganges, and exactly the way I had the Ato Asian people are calling for a similar whip and manner for a year Nana Appiah Mensah. In the case of Nana Appiah Mensah, this is a very good news because what is really happening is that Menokasi Attorney General have also filed fresh charges against a year Nana Appiah Mensah. Menokasi he appeared in court. Essentially another bail bond at no so enya assembly. So this is exactly what is really going on. But before I leave, people are questioning say Nana da ben ye betri Mensah Otabil account because in some by himself Mensah Otabil was one of the co-chairs and Nana Okanho one of the founders of the Capital Bank no be in some by no ni dim be pie mu ni ade no so no or yes for what was really happening is that bank be undertake anything and yes so on be sign or sign. He was just there, his name was just there as an acting person, and yes be na or a full board member in every decision they take. No a ye iyoko inviting or call your buyer no obe preaching was sorry say the Capital Bank collapse is as a result of the devil. Bonsam Intianema Capital Bank collapse here. In regards to a year Capital Bank collapse no, and also a year Mensah Otabil no, but what we are learning crying what the first came out from Iyoko I don't to say some money cry in the bank was even diverted to fund certain funds of a year ICGC, like buying a tobacco outside a tobacco factory outside the country and buying certain houses and lands outside the country. Nina contributed to the collapse of Capital Bank. So this is exactly what is really happening on the on board that Obia Eka Wansema. People are also saying that we need to take Mensah Otabil on, but definitely I say Bimoka say they fear to take this action because at the end of the day no omonim say betima cause so vote if they touch Pastor Mensah Otabil because our dom imagine sorry for ni ebu for moka so vote ma, but if you do that too Obina Eka Wansema say the law won't be working. So this is the breaking news I Saka. We will be giving you more updates as all of these particular various events continue to unfold.